This is you. Midnight in a cramped apartment on the outskirts of Reno, Nevada. Rain lashes the window like static. Your laptop screen is the only light, casting harsh shadows across empty beer cans and unpaid bills. You're Jake Harlan, 29, former warehouse grunt who got laid off 6 months ago. Credit cards maxed, rent due in 4 days. Sleep is a joke. You click through shady forums out of boredom, chasing one last dopamine hit before crashing. A pop-up ad blinks in the corner. Shadowbet Casino. Play now. Real wins. No limits. No fancy graphics. Just black background, blood red text. You laugh bitterly and click anyway. What the hell? The site loads clean. Too clean. Minimalist interface. Slots, poker, roulette. All standard. You deposit your last $40 using a prepaid card. First spin on a cheap slot. Nothing. Second, still nothing. Third spin, the reels freeze mid-turn. A single glitchy flicker. The screen flashes white for half a second. Then it hits. $2,847 credited to your balance. You blink. Refresh. Still there. You cash out instantly. The money lands in your account 10 minutes later. Real dollars. Your heart slams against your ribs. You try again the next night. Same glitch. Deposit 20. Spin once. Jackpot. $4,912. Cash out. It works. Every single time. You don't question it. You just play. That's how it starts. You become obsessed fast. Days blur. You quit looking for real jobs. The glitch is your job now. Every night at 1:13 a.m. exactly, the site glitches on the third spin of Blood Diamond Deluxe. Always the same machine. Always the same frozen reel pattern. You've mapped it. You've timed it. 40 to 60 grand a week, clean. You pay rent. Buy decent food. Fix your car. For the first time in years, the crushing weight in your chest eases. But the anchor that keeps you chained to this screen is your little brother, Tyler. He's 17, back in your hometown in Oregon. Mom's gone. Dad's in prison for the usual stupid shit. Tyler's smart. Too smart for the trailer park life waiting for him? You promised him you'd get him out. College fund, new start. Every payout goes straight into an account only he can touch when he turns 18. That promise is the only thing that still feels real. You tell yourself it's harmless. Just pixels and luck. No one gets hurt. You're wrong. 3 weeks in, the trigger hits at 2:47 a.m. You're mid-cash out when the screen locks. A chat window pops up. No username, just white text on black. We see you, Jake. Nice pattern. Come to the back room. Your stomach drops. You try to close the tab. It won't. A new link appears. You hesitate, pulse hammering. Then you click. The page loads to a private video feed. A man in his late 40s sits in a dimly lit office somewhere in Vegas. Expensive suit. Scar across his left eyebrow. He smiles like a shark. Name's Victor Kane, he says, voice calm and low. You found the glitch. Most people get 1 or 2 lucky hits before we shut it down. You've been milking it for almost 180 grand. Impressive. You freeze. Camera light on your laptop blinks red. They're watching you right now. Victor leans forward. Here's the deal. You work for us now, or we take it all back, plus interest. Your brother's account? Gone. Your life? Ruined. Or deal, you help us run the glitch for bigger fish. High rollers, politicians, cartel money. We need someone who understands the code from the inside. Someone disposable. He slides a plane ticket image across the screen. One way to a private airstrip outside Henderson. Tomorrow night. Choice is yours, kid, but the clock's ticking. The feed cuts. You sit in the dark, sweat cold on your neck. The glitch still works when you test it one last time, but now it feels like a noose. You pack a bag anyway. Tyler's future is on the line. You land in the desert heat the next evening. A black SUV waits. 2 men in suits drive you to an unmarked warehouse on the edge of the city. Inside, servers humming, monitors glowing, armed guards at every door. Victor meets you personally. Sharp eyes, no warmth. Welcome to the real casino, he says. We don't just fix games. We own the house. The glitch is our golden goose. You're going to help us scale it. But first, initiation. They don't waste time. First brutal moment. They strap you to a chair and run a polygraph while showing you footage of the last guy who tried to skim. He's screaming as they break his fingers one by one. You pass the test, barely. Victor nods. Good. No lies. Second moment. They throw you into a mock heist simulation on their private network. You have 60 seconds to breach a fake high roller account using the glitch pattern you discovered. You fail the first 2 tries. On the third, a guard presses a gun to your temple. Cold metal. Click of the safety. You focus through panic and nail it. The guard lowers the weapon. Welcome aboard. Third, they introduce your only 2 teammates. Marcus, early 30s, ex-hacker from Chicago, quiet, tattooed knuckles, eyes that never quite meet yours. He built the original backdoor. Elena, mid-20s, sharp-tongued former card counter from Atlantic City. Lean, dangerous smile, handles the social engineering side. She looks you up and down. Try not to get us all killed, rookie. That night, they lock you in a room with a laptop and the real ShadowBet backend. No escape, no windows, just the glow of code. You learn fast. The glitch isn't random. It's a deliberate exploit in the RNG seed tied to server load. You tweak it under Marcus's cold guidance. Elena teaches you how to profile targets. Who's dirty enough to launder through? Who'll stay quiet. By dawn, your hands shake. But the first test run nets the house $340,000 in under an hour. Victor claps your shoulder. You're in. Mission 1. Stealth. 2 nights later, you're in a high-end penthouse suite at the Bellagio. Target, a corrupt state senator with a gambling addiction and offshore accounts. Elena's already in his bed, feeding him drinks laced with just enough to loosen his tongue. You're in the adjacent room, laptop hot on your knees, riding the glitch through a hidden VPN. The senator logs into ShadowBet on his phone. You trigger the exploit on his third spin. $187,000 funnels straight into a shell account Victor controls. But the senator notices the balance jump too fast. He starts yelling. You hear Elena's calm voice through the earpiece. Keep it steady, Jake. I've got him. Gunfire erupts in the hallway. Security reacting to something unrelated, but it spikes your adrenaline. You hold the connection, fingers flying. The transfer completes. Elena slips out the balcony door. You exfil through the service elevator, heart in your throat. Mission 1. Clean. $187,000 to the house. Mission 2. Deception. Mexico border run. You and Marcus fly private to a dusty airstrip near Tijuana. Target, mid-level Sinaloa lieutenant who thinks he's untouchable. The plan is simple on paper. You pose as a high-roller whale using the glitch to help him win big, then siphon his entire war chest. You sit across from him in a backroom cantina reeking of tequila and gun oil. Elena's voice in your ear feeds you lines. Marcus works the back end from the van outside. You trigger the glitch during a private poker game. The lieutenant wins hand after hand. Until he doesn't, you reverse the flow mid-game. His stack evaporates. He accuses you of cheating. Knives come out. You talk fast, blaming server lag, and offer him a special reload bonus. He buys it just long enough for the full transfer. $2.1 million. Gunshots outside as rival crew rolls up. Marcus pulls you through the kitchen. You run through alleys, bullets pinging off walls. Elena's already waiting with the getaway truck. You make the border by dawn, covered in dust and someone else's blood. Marcus gives you a rare nod. Not bad, rookie. Mission 3. Chase. Back in Nevada, high desert, a rogue whale, some tech billionaire who discovered the glitch himself and started skimming from Victor's cut. He's fleeing east in a convoy. You're in the passenger seat of a blacked-out Tahoe, doing 110 on a back road. Elena drives, Marcus in the back with sniper gear. Victor's orders, recover the money or kill the target. The chase turns ugly fast. His security shoots back. Tires shred. Your vehicle fishtails. You lean out the window with a laptop balanced on your lap, desperately triggering the glitch through a mobile hotspot while Elena weaves through traffic. Bullets shatter the rear window. Marcus returns fire, dropping one pursuer. You finally lock the exploit. The billionaire's offshore accounts start bleeding. $4.8 million rerouted in real time. His convoy crashes into a ravine. You screech to a halt. Elena puts 2 rounds in the survivor who crawls out. Silence falls over the desert. You stare at the burning wreckage. Your hands won't stop shaking. Back at the warehouse, something shifts. Marcus starts talking to you more. Late nights over cheap whiskey. He tells you about his sister who died because of gambling debts. This life eats everyone, he mutters. But at least we eat first. You form a quiet brotherhood. He covers for you when Victor pushes too hard. You teach him a few tricks with the glitch code. Elena notices but says nothing. She's focused, professional. But you catch her watching you with something softer than suspicion. Paranoia creeps in anyway. Every camera feels like it's tracking you. Every glitch run feels watched. You start checking your brother's account obsessively. Still safe, for now. One night Marcus pulls you aside. Victor's getting greedy. Bigger players want in. Eastern European syndicates, real monsters. If we don't watch our backs, we're next. You nod. The bond feels real. The only real thing left. The turning point comes without warning. You're running a solo test on a new target when Victor calls you into his office. Elena and Marcus are already there, faces grim. New orders. Victor says flatly. The billionaire's brother wants revenge. He knows too much. Marcus, you take the shot. Elena, you set the meat. Jake, you pull the trigger if Marcus hesitates. Marcus stiffens. The target isn't some stranger. It's a loose end from the chase. but the file shows it's Marcus's old partner from Chicago, the one who supposedly died years ago. He's been working both sides. Marcus looks at you, real fear in his eyes for the first time. Jake, I can't. Victor levels a pistol at Marcus's head. Then Jake does it, right now, or your little brotherhood dies here. Your pulse roars. Elena's hand twitches toward her own weapon. The room is suffocating. You take the gun. Marcus meets your eyes. Silent plea. You fire. Not at Marcus. At Victor. The shot is clean. Victor drops, blood spraying the monitors. Elena moves instantly, putting 2 more rounds in him for insurance. Marcus stares at you, stunned. You just killed the only man who knew all the exit codes, Elena hisses. We're locked in now. Marcus grips your shoulder. Thank you. But the servers are already screaming alerts. Backup teams inbound. Final act. Alarms blare. Red lights strobe the warehouse. You 3 grab what you can. Hard drives, cash stacks, weapons. Marcus leads the way through service tunnels. Elena covers the rear. Gunfire echoes behind you. Victor's loyalists. You return fire. The glitch laptop tucked under your arm like a holy relic. Bullets spark off concrete. You burst into the parking lot. 3 black SUVs screech in. Elena hotwires a cargo van. Marcus lays down suppressing fire while you upload one final massive glitch, draining every Shadowbet account into a dead man's switch only you control. $27 million. Routed to Tyler's future and 3 anonymous wallets. The van peels out. Chase through the desert night. Helicopters thump overhead. Roadblocks ahead. Elena drives like a demon. Marcus takes out a tire on the lead pursuit vehicle. You lean from the sliding door, firing until the gun clicks empty. A bullet catches Elena in the shoulder. She grits through it. Keep going. You reach the private airstrip where it all started. A small jet waits. Marcus had a contingency. You pile in as bullets riddle the fuselage. Engines roar. The plane lifts off into the black sky just as ground teams arrive. You look back at the burning warehouse lights fading below. You sit in the dim cabin, blood on your hands. Victor's, maybe others. Marcus bandages Elena's wound. She winces but smiles weakly at you. You chose us. Stupid, but thanks. Marcus meets your eyes across the narrow aisle. The Brotherhood held, barely, but the dead man's switch is ticking. The money is out there, and every syndicate that ever touched Shadowbet now has your name. The pilot announces they're heading south. Somewhere in South America where extradition is a joke, for now. You stare out the window at the endless dark. Tyler's account is safe. Your brother will never know what you became, but you know, the glitch paid you every time, until it cost you everything. You close your eyes. The engines drone on. Somewhere below, new hunters are already waking up. The small jet cuts through the night sky, engines humming a low, uneasy rhythm. Blood dries on your knuckles. Elena slumps in the seat across from you, shoulder wrapped in a makeshift bandage Marcus tore from his own shirt. She's pale but alive, eyes half-lidded, watching the darkness outside. Marcus sits rigid, cleaning his pistol with slow, deliberate movements. The cabin smells of gun oil, sweat, and jet fuel. No one speaks for the first hour. The weight of what you did hangs thick. Victor's body cooling on the warehouse floor, the server screaming as you drained the accounts. You lean your head back against the seat. The glitch laptop rests on your lap like a live grenade. $27 million now sit in dead man wallets in your brother's untouched college fund. Enough to disappear. Enough to get Tyler out forever. But freedom has teeth. The pilot's voice crackles over the intercom. Crossing into Mexican airspace in 20. We'll set down at a private strip near Culiacan. From there, we go dark. Dust clouds swirl as the plane taxis to a stop beside 2 waiting SUVs. Armed men in tactical vests emerge. Local muscle, faces hidden under caps. One of them, a stocky guy with a thick mustache, steps forward as you disembark. Victor sent word you'd be coming, he says in accented English. His eyes flick over the 3 of you, noting the blood, the weapons. But Victor's not answering his phone anymore. Care to explain? Marcus steps in front, calm but firm. Change of management. We need safe passage south. Cash up front. The man laughs once, cold. Management changes are expensive in these parts. You hand over a thick envelope. 10 grand skimmed from the plane's emergency stash. The cartel guy counts it, nods, and gestures to the SUVs. 2 hours to the safe house. After that, you're on your own. New rules, new prices. The ride is tense. Elena rides in the back with you, her good hand resting near her pistol. Marcus sits up front, eyes scanning every shadow. The road winds through scrubland and small villages where lights flicker behind barred windows. You catch glimpses of armed patrols in the distance, real cartel presence at the safe house, a fortified ranch-style compound surrounded by chain link and razor wire. You finally breathe. Bare concrete walls, generator hum, a few cots in the back room. Marcus pays the locals another cut and they leave you alone. That's when the paranoia truly sets in. You huddle around a single laptop, the glitch code still running in a stripped-down version. Marcus works the encryption while Elena keeps watch at the window. Every notification ping makes you flinch. Shadowbet's remnants are already hunting whispers on dark web forums, bounties circulating in encrypted chats. Your name is out there, Jake Harlan, the glitch king who turned on his own. Marcus looks up, face lit by the screen. They're offering $2 million for proof of your death. $3 million if they get the laptop intact. Elena laughs bitterly, then coughs from the pain in her shoulder. Guess we're popular. You meet Marcus's eyes. The brotherhood that formed in that warehouse feels heavier now. He risked everything when you pulled that trigger. You saved him. He knows it. We stick together, he says quietly. No one goes solo. Not until we're clear. You nod. For the first time since Reno, you feel something close to trust. Elena watches the exchange, but says nothing. She's the wild card. Sharp, self-preserving, but she stayed when she could have run. Sleep comes in fragments. You dream of Tyler opening his college envelope, smiling for the first time in years. Then the dream shifts. Victor's dead eyes staring up at you from the floor. 3 days later, the hunters close in. You're in the middle of rerouting another small chunk of the drained funds when the compound's perimeter alarm screams. Gunfire erupts outside. Marcus is up instantly, grabbing rifles from the cache. They found us. Move. You snatch the laptop. Elena, still favoring her wounded shoulder, covers the back door. The three of you burst into the night. Bullets chew the walls behind you. You sprint for the waiting truck Marcus prepped earlier. A black SUV barrels through the gate, men leaning out with automatic weapons. Marcus returns fire from the truck bed while you drive. Elena rides shotgun, reloading with one hand. The chase tears through narrow back roads. Your headlights cut wild arcs across cactus and dust. A round shatters the rear window, glass spraying. Marcus takes a grazing hit to the arm but keeps shooting. You push the truck harder, engine screaming. Elena spots a narrow canyon turnoff. There, lose them in the rocks. You wrench the wheel. The truck fishtails into the tight pass. Pursuit vehicles try to follow, but one clips a boulder and flips spectacularly. The second slows, wary. Marcus drops the last shooter with a precise burst. Silence returns, broken only by your ragged breathing and the ticking engine. You pull over in a hidden alcove. Marcus patches his arm, while Elena checks the map on her phone. We can't stay in Mexico long, she says. Too many eyes. We need new passports, new identities. South America, maybe Colombia or further down. Marcus nods toward you. Jake's the one with the money keys. We move when he says it's clean. You stare at the laptop screen. The dead man switch is still active. One command and millions scatter further into the ether, but triggering it fully means burning the last leverage you have. The Brotherhood tightens in that moment. Marcus's quiet loyalty, Elena's reluctant respect. 3 survivors against the world that wants you erased. The final betrayal comes at dawn in a dusty motel just south of the border. After you crossed back into safer territory with fresh documents. You're counting cash in the bathroom when you hear the muffled voices outside. Marcus and Elena. You freeze, pressing your ear to the thin door. Elena's voice, low and urgent. He's a liability now. The bounties are climbing. If we deliver him and the laptop to the Eastern Europeans, we split the payout and disappear clean. Victor's gone. No one else knows our faces the way he does. Marcus hesitates. You hear the doubt. He saved my life back at the warehouse. Pulled the trigger for me. He's soft, Elena snaps. That glitch made him rich for 5 minutes, and now he thinks he's one of us. We've been in this game longer. We take the money, we live. He dies quick, cleaner for everyone. Your blood runs cold. The only real relationship you built to the Brotherhood with Marcus is fracturing right in front of you. Elena was always the pragmatist. You just didn't see how deep it ran. Marcus doesn't answer right away. The silence stretches. You step out of the bathroom, pistol already drawn. They both turn. Elena's hand twitches toward her weapon but stops when she sees your face. Marcus looks genuinely torn. Jake. You keep the gun steady. You gonna sell me out, Marcus? After everything? Elena smiles thinly, no fear. It's just business. You would have done the same eventually. Marcus lowers his eyes. I don't know anymore. The room feels smaller than the warehouse ever did. Paranoia you thought you'd left behind crashes back harder. The glitch paid every time. Until it isolated you completely. You make the call. You shoot Elena first, clean through the chest. She drops without a sound, eyes wide in surprise. Marcus lunges, but you're faster. You pistol whip him hard across the temple. He crumples, unconscious but alive. You stand over them both, breathing hard. The Brotherhood is dead. One betrayal too many. You grab the laptop, the remaining cash, and the fresh passports. You leave Marcus zip-tied to the bed frame with enough money for a bus ticket and a warning note. Don't come looking. Outside, the desert morning is already heating up. You steal the motel's old pickup and drive west. No destination, just distance. You cross into Arizona under a new name, heart hammering every time you see headlights in the rear view. The glitch laptop stays powered off now. Too dangerous to touch. But the money is still moving in the background, pieces filtering into Tyler's account in small, untraceable drips. Weeks blur. You hole up in cheap motels across the Southwest. You watch your back constantly. Every stranger could be a bounty hunter. Every online mention of ShadowBet makes your skin crawl. One night in a rundown motel outside Flagstaff, you open the laptop for the last time. You trigger the final Deadman sequence. The remaining millions scatter into oblivion. Most of it vanishing into charities and anonymous aid, the rest locked for Tyler when he turns 18. You close the laptop, kill the lights, and listen to the rain. Somewhere out there, the hunters are still searching. Some for the money, some for you. You wonder how long you can keep running. How long before the next glitch finds you. The screen of your burner phone lights up with a single notification. An unknown number. A new message. We know where you are, Jake. You stare at it until the screen goes black. The rain keeps falling. You don't sleep.